Centuries over centuries, Lindesnes Lighthouse is standing still against super Atlantic storms, showing lights to the seafarers making their ways, assure safety and safe homecoming. From open coal fire to first order Fresnel lens, this lighthouse carries rich history and many unforgettable memories. First built in the year of 1656, this lighthouse has been played an important role to mark the entrance to the Skagerrak and the Baltic Sea from the North Sea. The Skagerrak is an ocean strait running between the Jutland Peninsula of Denmark, the east coast of Norway and the west coast of Sweden, connecting the North Sea and the Kattegat Sea. Even since the Middle Ages, the seaway between the North Sea and the Baltic Sea has been one of the Northern Europe's most important trade routes. Someone must visit Lindesnes Lighthouse for its breathtaking sunset and supernatural and magical night. It was an amazing experience to see the lighthouse in the dark. Hello friends, my name is Abhijit and welcome back to my channel Abhijit from North. One of the merchants whose name was Povel Hansen, who lived in a nearby city called Kristiansand, he got the lifetime privilege, the opportunity from the Danish king to make this lighthouse. The initial plan for the lighthouse to lit the light with the coal fire, but the coal never came from England that time. So 30 candles was lit up in the year of 1656, 27th of February, and that is the beginning. Lindesnes Lighthouse is unique in many ways. It is the first lighthouse of Norway and located on the southernmost point on the mainland. The name Lindesnes comes from the Old Norse Lindesnes, the point where the land sinks into the sea. This meeting place of the two seas has also been called Naze of Anguish. Follow me, I will try to tell you most of it. Soon after this lighthouse started its operation, actually the mariners, they don't like it because there was extra tax was imposed on to them. So the king ordered to close the lighthouse in the following years. So this lighthouse was initially closed for 69 years. In the year of 1725, when this lighthouse was re-established, then it was decided to make another lighthouse 3 kilometers from here in Markøy, so that the ship and the mariners didn't confuse with the lights from another lighthouse in Skagen. Skagen is the northernmost city of Denmark. When first built in 1725, the light at Lindesnes consisted of 2 open coal-fired flares. The fire vats used for the flares were cast iron. In 1820, Lindesnes and Mark Island were modernized by having coal-fired flares enclosed. In 1822, both lights at Lindesnes and Markøy were modernized. The coal burners were now placed inside a lantern. The 6-sided base of the construction has vaults leading to the central chimney. There are draught could be regulated independent of the strait and the direction of the wind, so that the coal fire inside the lantern on top could be effectively controlled. In 1844, the light at Markøy was shut down, while the coal-fired light at Lindesnes was in service until 1854. In 1854, a new lantern with a first-order French lens was installed on top of the old tower. The light came from an oil lamp with 5 concentric wicks. The whole lens was rotating with a clockwise mechanism, so that the light appeared as steady flashes out on the sea. In 1915, the lens and part of the lantern were moved to the new cast iron tower, which is the modern lighthouse and still in use. The revolutionary invention of Fresnel lens by French physicist Augustin Jean Fresnel, changed the history of the lighthouse lights. A Fresnel lens is a type of composite compact lens which reduces the amount of material required compared to a conventional lens by dividing the lens into a set of concentric annular sections, some prisms. The light was first lit in the new tower on July 15, 1915. The lens from 1854 is still in use. Now the lens is almost 160 years old. But the rest of the equipment has been modernized. The light now comes from a halogen lamp and is turned on and off automatically. On a clear day, the light reaches approximately 35 kilometers, around 19.4 nautical miles, out to the sea. Its character is a fixed white light with a bright flash every 20th second. These light flashing intervals separate the lighthouse one to another one. The whole lighthouse area is a museum nowadays, and also, of course, the lighthouse is operational. Two lighthouse keepers, they still work in the lighthouse, and I think they are the only lighthouse keepers remained in the whole Norway, because most of the lighthouse in Norway is just unmanned. There's no people needed for the maintenance and all. Now I'm just in front of the present Lindesnes lighthouse. You can see the tower here. This is the cast iron part is around 16 meter. This lighthouse tower was made in the year of 1915. This tower built of 4 cast iron rings on a 1 meter high cement foundation with a bottom flange diameter of 5.9 meters. The original plans for the tower show its first 2 stories and gallery. For the 3rd floor, the builders used the cast iron construction from the old tower along with the lens assembly and its base. The lighthouse keeper's watchroom lay on the 2nd floor of the tower. This is where they tended the light and did their daily routine, such as writing up the log and making notes of the weather data. Since the rock at the Lindesnes stands tall above the water, around 34 meters, the tower itself did not have to be so tall. It is only 16.1 meters. The coal fire was replaced by the coal lantern, and later on the lamp and the lenses came into the operation. In 1776, Lindesnes and Markøy Lighthouse together used 250 tons of coal. It all had to be carried by hand from the landing to the top. In 1799, a day mark was built at Lindesnes. It was a 2-story square stone tower. The coal burner was placed on the top, and inside there was a storage room and a small watchroom. I don't know why, but from my childhood, the lighthouse attracts me too much. As you see in the picture, in 1920, the machinery house was built alongside the tower. This is where the foghorn and its compressor are stored, along with an emergency generator. With the steamships came increasing demands for safe navigation, also when visibility was poor. The penetrating sound of foghorn, bells, and siren therefore became a part of daily life at many lighthouse stations during the 19th and 20th century. In 1920, a fog siren was installed at Lindesnes, replaced in 1954 by a more powerful diaphone. However, the sound signals are inaccurate as aids to the navigation, and today radar and GPS has taken over. The foghorn at Lindesnes was taken out of service in 1988 but can still be heard on special occasions. You will find many gun installation area like this round one and many trenches, tunnels and bunkers around this area because this lighthouse was an important watch point during the World War II. There is a memorial of MS Palatia's ship in the museum compound. The more I am learning about this Lindesnes lighthouse and this area around, I am getting amazed. It's just like I am reading a history textbook. Now I am inside the exhibition center, which is also a memorial of German ship MS Palatia. This was the ship. The picture is here. MS Palatia was hit by an English aircraft and was sank in just east of the Lindesnes lighthouse. This is the Lindesnes lighthouse and MS Palatia sank here. Almost 1,000 people died in this incident and there was 230 survivors. And the majority was the war prisoners. The number is 999 war prisoners. The lighthouse has a big cinema hall made inside the granite mountain where you can watch very interesting stories about the lighthouses. Lindesnes is now the head office of Kystverkmusea in Norwegian, which means Coastal Works Museum, a network of 5 museums responsible for preservation and presentation of the national heritage related to marine infrastructure. Lindesnes was also honored as the Millennium Site of Vest-Agder County and a major tourist attraction. In 2003, the new facilities for the visitor were built inside the rock underneath the tower. The whole of the original lighthouse station is still owned by the Lighthouse Administration and protected as a national monument under the Cultural Heritage Act. The museum has a beautiful cafeteria where you can refresh yourself, and also there is a shop. You can find many unique items specially crafted for the lighthouse in the shop. Like I found this one. This is a can packed with fresh air of Lindesnes Lighthouse. Hello friends, it is almost 9 o'clock in the night. I just came here to catch the light of the lighthouse. It looks like it's totally dark and I am only the living soul around here. Yeah, so let's try and take some good shot of the light of the lighthouse. My clock says it is 10 past 9. This trail, this small path is completely dark. I'm just following the sign here. You can see the blue signs which will lead me to the nearby stone. So from there I will try to take a nice video of the lighthouse. This looks like this is going up. It was very cold and very windy this time. I was very alone and a bit scared, but still heading towards the end of the stone, and the black water is just below me. You can see the lighthouse there. Yeah. It was an out of the world experience. My camera cannot catch each beam, but I was spellbound. You must experience the dark night at the Lindesnes lighthouse. There is a cabin available. You can book the cabin and stay overnight in the museum premises. I am sharing the link in the description box how you can book the cabin in the Lindesnes lighthouse. Later in the night, I decided to go more near to the lighthouse and take some good video and photographs. It was an amazing experience to see the lighthouse in the dark. I can see the ray was penetrating so far in the sea, and then the light beams are reflecting through the nearby hills and rocks, and again it's turning around and going back to the sea, and it's keep on doing like this. In the camera I cannot catch everything, but by my eyes it was so wonderful and it's amazing. I cannot tell you all by words. I'm heading back to my car. It was also a very thrilling experience because there's almost nobody around here, and feeling a bit spooky also. These are the Second World War trenches and bunkers are all around, and it's complete dark. So see you. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and also watch my other videos. Stay healthy, keep smiling and keep traveling. Bye bye. Please subscribe my channel and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you can get the notification when I post a new video.